All right, another day in the market. It is Wednesday, September 2nd. Market's about to close. We are about 7:04, and the market's it's really insane at this point. We're at 500 on the Dow, plus 55, S&P, NASDAQ plus 107, small cap plus 1490. The VIX is even up, plus 0.41, 2873. Commodities, gold's down 30, 55 to 1948. Silver minus 0.28, 2761. Crude oil's down 1.23%, down 2.88%, 41.53. So, like I called in my other video, I thought this maybe would be the start of something going down. Not yet, obviously. It's the market's just crazy. The market's moving up, and the VIX is moving up, and UVXY is moving up. Yeah, if you look at this, this is a broadening wedge. It started in 2018. You know, had your move down, nothing super huge. Then we moved back up, slightly above, then a crash in 2019. And then we rode up with a few, good pullbacks. And then January, February, and there's March. There's the crash, coronavirus, all the way down. And then look at this. Rode all the way back up. But a few, pullbacks here, nothing too huge, and that's where we are now. So, broadening wedge is going to create massive moves up and down. Will the next move come here and go all the way down to here? I have no idea. I have no idea if we'll get that far. But if you go out to right here, here's the 50-day. The 50-day is at 328, and the 200-day is at 308. We're so far away from that. This is a rising wedge. It melted up. That rarely happens. So I don't think this is going to last long. I don't know how we can sustain this. It's at an 82 on RSI. And look at stochastics. Completely overbought. And it's been overbought buried for a while. And you can see here. And then, Elliott Wave has been strong, and MACD. So, the VIX is still hovering up. Why ain't the VIX going down, like, dramatically? Like, if everything's so good, it's at 2672. It doesn't make sense. I would love a pullback all the way, right here in that 200 range, 300 to 310. That would be a great, healthy pullback. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. Is it going to be something in the news? Something happens? I have no idea. No one does. But it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't make sense. It's almost like they're pushing up so far. They're squeezing as much money as they can before another drop. And we'll see. Time will tell. Here's the VIX. And you see the VIX is up to 90. I don't get this. The VIX is 90. It hasn't been there since March. And then you see this, if your WIX going up. There's a 200-day. Elliott Wave has turned green. And MACD. And there's your RSI. So, it's kind of odd here on the weekly. The weekly's trying to get over this 20 oversold level. See this? And there's your 200-day. If it gets over this on the weekly, it's your 20-day. This could run up to 35, which I think could happen. On the monthly, the monthly's trying to smooth out, couple two moving averages here, the 5-day, the 20. So, I don't know. It's just very bizarre, this market right now. It's like they're pushing everything up. They want to squeeze as much money out of this market as possible. This right here is really odd. Stochastics is like screaming. It was a bigger move than it was, but it's not necessarily. UVXY. This is strange too. Look at it. This is at 86. Hasn't been there since March. Even that move in June. This is a bigger move, but it's not really. It hasn't moved that much. It's moved, 20 to 24. There's your 200 day. I could see this moving right to 30. And yet your 50 days right at 26. So, and on your weekly showing two green candles, which is very bullish. And you can see here it's trying to lessen the MACD. Very oversold. It's at 866 in the weekly. So, it bounced up. It bounces back and forth. This doesn't stay up, because it's a volatility index. So it'll be down more than up. So this is here. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know, something's not right here. And remember, stocks go down faster than they go up. So we get some weird move, we're going to get huge wash down. But until it happens, see right here too, we're so far away from that 13, even that 13 EMA. So until it happens, that's where we are. You play the market where you're at, but don't be stupid and like just say, oh, the markets keep going, let me throw all my money in there. Don't be crazy. So it is, it is what it is right now. It is what it is. All right, let's go to the gainers. CORT. Look at this move, 87 million in CORT. And this is one of these moves. Let me get my other chart here. If you catch these moves, these are great moves long. Now, I'm looking for news. I don't see news on this at all. What was the news on this? I'm looking. I still don't see news. Offering, just reading through here. This, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see nothing. And I talked to people online. I didn't see nothing. But on this move, this is a classic. This started like momentum. Look at this. 13, 14. The volume down here is 200,000. It's pretty good volume. But look at these candles. When you see a chart like this, it's so tight. They're not like major moves up and down, crazy wicks, just momentum on the 5-minute. Look at this. Just rides up. And there's your first pullback here and really here. And look where it took us about the 20 and 18. Then broke up higher again. So the float on this is about 103, 104 million. This is a bigger float too. This is very odd. So who knows? Sometimes you look at stuff in the market and you just go with it. Like if you're in here and it just drops, you get out. But if you can get in early and you see this, okay, let me take a shot here. It's riding up 14. When you see stocks start taking out like $1 moves, it's not a pump and down where it just spikes. That's a pump. Spikes down. Now this is a smooth move up, so this is a great trade long. You don't know how far it's going to go exactly, but so this is crazy. We'll see if something comes out afterwards or news. Who knows? But it's beyond insane. So if you caught that, it's incredible long. You're banking huge. NNVC. Had a move right here near forward and bounced up toward 25, took off. A nice few dips here, so that's been a pretty good long. VRA, choppier here, bounced 625 to 725. Dollar move came back to 650. Not that biggest range there, so a little bit tougher. PSV has been around the last 4 days, the last 3, 4, 5 days now, chopping around, good volume. It's fighting this $1, keeps fighting it back and forth. Right here, you had moved 75 all the way up to near a dollar and bounce back down. So you could have got this pre-market on the bounce or a short, then shorted again. GOGO is a nice move here. When you see this, see something cross at your trend line or something, it like broke out. That's the daily time frame. And then this one up, and then you have 5. And you're seeing where you're at exactly then. This thing went to 10 today. Went to 10.06. And this is so far from its 13 EMA too. So any drop, this will drop hard. So, but if they push it up, the flow here, you keep them on watch because they've been pushing them really nicely. So here, look at this support, 7 bounced off, 685. Right here is the old F pattern, up, F. And F equals a good long. Look how many times it's held 775. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then exploded up. And there's your big move up. So this could have been, $2 move. Really nice on that. GOGO has 51 in float. FEAC, 1225, 1375. Then it's really washed down fast. FMCI, Foreign Merger Corporation, 1950 all the way to 2350 is pretty good loan there. Not bad volume, 4.7 million. Today's, see, we're ending like, you know, the holidays in August, September, you know, Labor Day, all kinds of crazy action. Not huge runners. We're not seeing small caps 400%. So we're getting, you know, 20, 30, up to 100%. But it's been all kinds of weird moves. So it's shifted to, you have a lot of higher price stocks now. You're like 50 and looking 40, 14, 10, 21, 6, 8, 7. You know, penny stocks moving there too, 36 cents, 76, 68, 63. So, but it has changed the last, I would say, week. Penny stocks are not, small caps are not killing. So a lot of traders like, oh, there's nothing to trade because they're not used to trading other things. You have to be able to trade small caps, mid large, ETFs, volatility UVXY, and you know you got to have a wide range to trade, even swing trade. I mean that's going to make you more money as a trader. You can't be one trick pony. PXRX, pretty good move there. SDC right here. This is a pretty solid move. You can see right here, little triangle right over 850 all the way up to 975 plus near 10. And you know this was oversold, eventually bounced up. That's really good volume today. NCT Here's gold. So gold's been relatively chopping. So once we got here to 118, bounce, sort of fading, but sort of forming a triangle here. It might break back up, possibly. ERX, energy. Energy's been struggling, so this has been chopping, just been doing nothing, back and forth. It's stuck in that like 39 to 42 range. There's DIN, Dime Brands. This has been in a tight channel up ever since July. Take this out now. So this is past this. The only line would be this lower line now. If this drops, you have 1, 2, 3, like a real big drop. This can come down all the way to 45. Right here, it's overbought. Better staying there. So on this, you had that drop in May, and June really, look at that spike up. Then June, July came all the way down, and July, August, look at this. He kept saying, when you're looking at things, time flies each day. You're not really paying attention to everything. July, August, now we're in September. This thing keeps going. It's incredible. So now, now that little pullback cross now, it's showing, it's trying to come back up. So it's made a substantial move too. Some airlines, HA, they're not really participating. This is stuck right here. LUV, it's moving up, not tremendously. JetBlue, these aren't going up as fast. I think they had was it American, 16,000 people laid off. Amtrak just laid off 2,000. So it's so odd. So many people out of work, but the market is past all-time highs. I don't get it. Unless some sort of big crash is coming or some substantial pullback, I don't know. Nothing doesn't make sense to me unless someone knows something is going on or something's going to happen. I don't know. It's really odd. Here's Win. It's been hovering here. LBS, same thing. Casinos, Den. All right, Denny's been a nice little run, still holding up here. Ruth Chris, nice run too. LMN. This is even bigger move. All the way up to 16. It's your 61.8 retracement level now. So they're moving up. Cruise have been holding back because they're not open. So they're just hovering here. RCL, a little bit higher. CCL, CLH, same thing. So, some of your ETFs are high flying because they're matching the market. And then these cruise ships are not doing nothing. They're just floating back here. They're probably a better long term. Once we start reopening, maybe next year, or if a vaccine happens right away, these will pop. These are a good longer term. These things are like 60 and they're down to 16. So airlines are still struggling till they're holding back. Restaurants are doing a little bit better, some of them. And casinos are, some of them are hovering back and forth. And your tech stocks are just killing some individual stocks each day. And the market is just crazy. And your small caps have pulled off right now. So, it's an individual market. Some stuff's moving, some isn't. And you got to take your picks, what you're doing, like swing trading or however you're trading. So, just real interesting market. Some things are way overbought right now. And the market is, market's on fire here. Market's at 357. Jesus, we just crushed the March high. And that's what I mean. We crushed it, and there's still, it's not like a million people out of work. There's like tens of millions. Realistically, there's probably like, underemployed, all that. 20 plus million, I'm going to guess. And people are still getting laid off. It's very strange action. you know, I don't know what to say with this. If we come down, how hard are we going to come down? Now here, we're going to come to 320, you know, 300 maybe. I could see this. This is that former June move maybe. Yeah, what's going to make this happen in the market though? I'm not sure. But anytime something's too good, and fear and greed index is like, what's like, let me look this up now. It's like 77 or something. That's 77 right now. So anything over, I think 75 is extreme greed. You know, we're very high up there. So it is extremely greedy at this point. You can see the volume dropping off huge. And stochastics right here made that, you know, the wave up, every low. Can't get much higher than this. On the weekly, you know, the weekly is at, where are we at now? Like in 99. You can't get much higher than that. You can get to 100 and something, but it's like buy high, I mean, buy low, sell high. So any of these dips of this in January 2018, 2019, if you'd have bought here, and look at this. So they were the times that were really oversold. January, really, and March. And then you draw your line here. See this one stochastics, and it broke that trend line down. And this one, yeah, it's tough to say. You draw a line here. Maybe when it starts to break 90. Yeah, this might only get a 50 and then bounce. Who knows? You have 13 over 20 here on the weekly. Look for a weekly red. See this? Even October. And right here in February. So you're looking for a weekly close of a red candle. So we don't have that yet. And on the monthly, you know, red candle, red. We have nothing on the monthly. So even on the monthly, going all the way back to, you know, 2099. Yeah, we went all the way low in stochastics, pretty much like 20, 30. January 9 is really bad. That went to 945. And then you can see right here, that 50 mark, that's the over under. Once you bounce 50, that's like the halfway point. They bounced it in 2012, 2016, 2018, you know, 2020. So if this comes back all the way to 50, let me see here. Where would that take us? Now, on these moves here, like 290, and this dropped to like a 40 move. Now, and this was like 330. Well, plus the wick there, so 330. It was almost like a 90 move, and it moved monthly to that 50. So let's see, if you drop 50, you know, close to 300, it'll probably take us near 50. If we go higher than that, like a 357 minus 675, like 282. Or maybe right here. This is big support here. That's like 290, 300. So yeah, each time. See just the wedge, the broadening wedge here, and then here. Then we came back down, bounced up hard, down, bounced up hard again. So you can see the pattern. Next time we're going to bounce low again, according to this. So 1, 2, you know, red, green, and then we 2 in a row, 2 with green intertwined, and then 1, 2, 3 big on the monthly. This could put in, according to this, at least be 2 to 4, maybe the next one's 4 or 3, and it'll push us down to like 290. Or is the next market crash coming and we go even lower? We go to, well, the wick here, we could come here. Maybe we come to like 250, and then a wick goes way down to like 210 or something. What would be the next crash in the market? But according to this is how we're going. The wedge, each time now, look at this. You know, small, we're getting bigger and bigger moves. Look at this. You know, it was pretty good. This was small, bigger, huge. And the next one's down. That's how it works in a broadening wedge. So, you know, we'll see what the next crisis is, and there will be another one. So, who knows at this point? But in this play each day, remember a weekly close red and monthly on. Look for a weekly and monthly close red. And watch your 4 hour. There's nothing here. We're not crossing down yet. So, looking for divergence here. Nothing yet. And we're still going straight. So, you know, that's where we stand right now. So, pretty crazy market. Expect, you know, more crazy times ahead. We're just not going to go straight up forever. It's just not going to happen. I don't know how high they want to take this, but the higher they take it, there's going to be a big pullback. The bigger the pullback is going to be, you know, bigger correction. So, all right, that's it for now. Please subscribe and like to the channel, and we will be back for more. Peace.